Concentrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the DOGGZZONE 9000, the official podcast of 1-900hotdog, America's last comedy website. I'm the 16th Lord of Hell, the infernal master of the underworld's laundry. I ensure the devil's socks are clean, and if appeased, I grant a fresh lavender scent. Invoke me, if you dare, with the name Robert Brockway. And with me, the Butcher of Palisade. It is he who accounts for Hell's produce storage. Some say he is a demon cursed with a hog so big you have to invoke it separately. Speak Sean Baby to summon him, and to summon his hog, just say...
We're more nutritious!
How are you, Bobby? I'm Sean Baby. I brought my hog. We here to meet the devil. We came to win.
There you go. And our guest, the notorious warlock and consort of Satan's lonely grandmother, Iris. It is he who summons genital magics and the filthy spirits of the thrift store's clearance section. Summon him by his pen name, for his real name is forbidden by God. I bring forth Dennard Dayle.
I have emerged from 4 weeks of concentrated, thought-formed jerking to change this realm. How you doing, folks?
Can you say my Omega beams will annihilate the superpowers team?
My Omega beams will annihilate the superpowers team until Superman comes in with his hands. Oh God, it hurts so much. He hits me so hard. He hits me so many times.
You're a little punchy from launch week, huh? This is your book's launch week when we're recording this.
That is true. When we are recording this, How to Dodge a Cannonball has just come out. By muscle memory, I almost said 1-900hotdog had just come out. It was almost the most confusing opening
Just gotta
of
plug
all
it.
time. But yeah, this is a book. It is, to avoid a lot of rambling, it's a funny book about the Civil War. If you like funny things, like this, I highly recommend it. If my voice or jokes do not annoy you to death, I highly recommend it. If you are someone who just, is part of the sort of sane and alive lobby of humanity, I recommend it. Check it out.
Plus, it's homework now.
Yeah.
You gotta study your history.
That is true. Yeah. Like, live experience, people, is only half of your Civil War grade. The rest is on the book testing, and you still gotta work at it.
I'm telling you, this is the most fun one. It's the most fun Civil War book.
It's like, I've got the most fun thing over here. Then, like, Ken Burns has, like, a really good voice, so you will have a good time, but it's not the fucking same. This is a little breezier,
It's just not as funny. He doesn't make the slaughter as funny.
Exactly. Except I have to give it to him the straight description of Pickett's charge. It's still fucking hilarious. It still works. It still hits. Sometimes you can go dry with it, and that works.
How's launch week been going?
Launch week has been really good in terms of results. In terms of the live experience, I am one of those people who gets things in, but it's this 4 a.m. journey. But that's a whole circuitous thing. I'm very happy with how things have come out. I'm a lucky guy. I am amazed at the reviews. I got really lucky with I got really lucky across the board, but one thing I got lucky with is the guy at the New York Times who reviewed it was the guy who wrote Incognegro.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing about that, I'm super grateful, by the way, Gaze's jokes the other day, but the funny thing about that is that I read that in, like, undergrad, and it was influential to me, so now him reviewing it positively, in my head there's a bit of a, wow, where did this guy who was right about everything come from, who's really just got his head on straight.
Well, thank you. When I wrote that, I knew the title would be controversial, but... yes. One of
Sean Baby's many pen names was Matt Johnson. He is, in fact, the author of Incognegro. You will also find that he's also the author of Pink Flamingos.
I am more comfortable saying that one.
Still not allowed to do the voice.
Yeah, still not allowed to do the voice. You'd think they would have given me the pass. But...
Nope. No pass.
No radio version, no audiobook, only visual. It's 2 levels of pass, actually. There's the typing pass, and then there's a speaking pass, you know?
All right, Sean, anything you wanna plug today?
Nah, I'm good.
I'll go ahead and plug our site that this is for. Come support us on patreon.com/1900hotdog, or don't, and watch us die and everything you love disappear. Those are the stakes. I don't make them.
So, as much fun as, dying and disappearing is, I recommend you support us so we can narrate other things dying and disappearing. And it's a really great crossover crew, from obviously the people here to, Swam underlining the last bastions of human dignity left in media, and indignity with the sort of walnuts thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes from both sides.
And, you have, takes on Otherverse America, which I sort of look down and I'm like, wow, I'm having a Salieri moment here. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, those are great. By our own Merit K.
Aren't we wonderful? Aren't we just the best?
God, we're a really good website.
Let's celebrate us some more.
I should have plugged it.
It's controversial, but it's just true. I'm not the one who said it.
We do have a full multivitamins worth of nutrition, yes.
Full of nitrates, everyone. So Dennard has a book out this week as we record this, of course. And these first few weeks are really important to an author's career. This is, for some reason, it's the window. And it's vital that he make only really high profile, safe public appearances that give him the maximum chance at the widest possible audience. He can make his niche appearances with us and we can do our goofy stuff, but right now it's got to reach as many ears and convince them as possible. We want to help him out. So we're going to be summoning as many demons as we possibly can on this podcast. And we're going to ask the best one to bless Dennard's book launch.
This one goes out to my boy Asmodel. I hope that he's in the lineup. And, I thought I was just killing goats for no reason today, but now I'm glad we've got a purpose.
I'm hoping for a weird sex demon.
You're both going to be possibly happy, depending on the whims of fate with this.
I would be so terrified if I found out a demon had no weird sex part to him. What else is he invested in? If there was no sex demon, I'm like, oh god, this is the genocide devil. He's all about the killing. It is all murder, all day long, no breaks.
Yeah, you don't trust a demon without a cock. You look for that cock first thing. If it's bladed, fine, but it's gotta be. If it has your mother's face, fine. It's gotta be there.
It's gotta be there. A second one, you can feel a little secure. Okay, this is a one-person spit roast, but we're all gonna live.
So, all right, I won't lie. I'm kind of using you as a guinea pig here. I have a new book coming out eventually too, and it looks like my pre-orders are not doing too great. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, so I'm hoping this goes well for you, so that I can, follow suit and ask the devil for some advice on how to better market my book.
I know I'm no devil, but I think it might be because you refuse to plug it on every appearance you've made for the last 6 months.
I mean, that might be it. I don't have the answer. I figure Satan does.
Yeah, let's ask Satan.
So we'll ask Satan somewhere down the line, but right now,
hopefully,
we're focusing in on Dennard. We're gonna find you that demon, and that's literary success.
Thank you very much. People always say that entertainment is full of demons and devils, and I think it's about time that I actually met them.
Yeah, man. This is how you get started as an author. You gotta find the demon that likes you. And we're going to do that with the literary demon Kumate. I have a copy of the Infernal Dictionary here by Diablito Ordo Al Ghul.
Yes.
My favorite devil's dictionary. I usually use this to choose a patron demon for Dreams of the Witch. I wrote an early days hot dog article on it. Get a lot of use out of this book. But it's not all joke demons. There are some really good demons in here. So hopefully we wind up with one of them.
I don't believe you.
I think there might actually be one really good demon.
I'm looking forward to the A-list. Like, I'm looking forward to whoever just collected every heart the Aztecs threw out. Like, that guy who's been just stacking human souls for a few thousand years. I think if I can get that one on how to dodge a Cannonball's side, that'll be good.
I got faith. We'll find him.
The only one that would be awkward is if I get a slavery demon, like, does he have, like, another agenda? Like, is he gonna be looked down at this book like, I don't know.
Ooh, there are 2 slavery demons. So let's hope we don't land on that one.
Then again, maybe it's like his redemption arc. You know, he sees his big brother, the genocide demon. He's like, I want to be more like that guy. Just totally acceptable to the modern American. And fuck, I should have said that. Okay.
Maximum safe appearances. Only get the most audience on your side. That's what we're doing today. So we're gonna hold this literary demon Kumate. We're gonna pit these demons against one another until only the strongest remains. And then once we find him, we're going to perform a spell guaranteed to work that will bind this demon, and we will ask him for your literary success. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're both podcasting from within circles of salt and iron.
Oh, for sure. Every time.
I kind of just have one left over from last night. It was a whole thing.
All right, well then let's go ahead and get into it. Dennard, you're gonna go first. You're gonna choose a number from 6 to 139.
Oh, well, I have to go with my good old friend 73.
73. That old chestnut. You have chosen Gamori, mighty Duke of Hell. This demon appears in the form of a beautiful woman. She has a ducal crown on her head and she rides on a camel. She responds to the present, the past, and the future. She discovers hidden treasures and commands 26 legions. It's just a lady on a camel. You found a lady on a camel.
I like this because I can project pre-orders into the past with that.
Oh.
Well, no, it says she responds to the present, the past, and the future. She does not command. Like, you could be like, hey, girl, you remember the power team? And she'd be like, yeah. Yeah, all right. You want to get on this camel?
She can command her legions to find an old soundtrack. She's like, over there in the dunes is a lost soundtrack of the power team.
Okay, we could really use this. This is the 1-900 Hot Dog Demon.
Absolutely.
That's a good demon choice for
us. A research demon will save half of my week.
There you go. But more time to promote your book. So, maybe this might be it. This might be the champion, in which case we're going to get real sick of hearing about it this early. All right, so Sean, choose from 6 to 139.
Let's see, 120. I know he didn't start with any ideas, but as he ran out of them, I think they got better. That's my logic, obviously.
Your demon is Skox, or maybe Chax. We don't know. Always a great start.
Maybe the second one sounds like a cool nick. No, guys, call me Chax. Fuck you, Scott.
Duke and Grand Marquis of the Underworld. He has a hoarse voice, a spirit who lies. It comes in the form of a stork. He steals money from the houses that own it and returns it only after 1,200 years.
He returns it? He's an investment bank who talks like a horse.
But it's money that vests after 1,200 years.
This is frustrating. Okay, so you come to him and you're like, dude, did you just use your stork to steal my money? And he goes, and you're like, what the fuck did you just say, Skox? And he goes, which is horse for please call me Chax. I go by Chax now.
No, it's a horse voice, like it's, irritated, but you're really onto something here. Then because the next line is
he has a human voice. This is bullshit.
Yeah. The next line is he carries the horses off. So he's got a horse voice and he takes horses.
Like to the afterlife, like he's a horse Valkyrie, or he just steals your horse. Does he give the horses back after 1,200 years?
No, I think he just keeps the horses. It says here, he executes all the commandments which he is given when required to act immediately. And even though he promises to obey the exorcists, he doesn't always do it.
So this really sounds like a spirit I have to run down to get shit done. Like I'm going to be...
Yeah.
I'm going to be
this guy
emailing
all
him.
Week. Yeah.
He'll take your horse. He'll sometimes lie about it. He'll give your money back after 1,200 years. It goes on to say he lies if he is not in a triangle.
Oh, okay. So if he's on a triangle, these
Problem
read receipts are going to say like 459 on them.
If on the contrary he is confined in the triangle, he speaks the truth by talking about supernatural things.
Okay.
That's actually pretty handy, like a Pokedex demon that I can bring around to other demons. Like, hey, what's going on with this guy? Like, is there something else to Scouts who can tell me about?
He indicates hidden treasures that are not guarded by evil spirits and commands 30 legions.
That is exactly like Dennard's demon.
Pretty girl on a camel, or bank
I say
stork.
a treasure finding commanding of legions is really specific. It's a weird thing to have on different demons.
Well, she doesn't so much find it. She can reference the treasures. She's an Ernest Klein demon. She's there to talk about all the hot treasures, and then no other.
She's really good at describing treasures. She's like, this treasure's exactly like the treasure from Indiana Jones. End of description.
And you're like, oh, that sounds like a sweet treasure. Where is it?
Sweet.
No, I'm done. That was all I had to offer.
The number of stock portfolio demons. Like, it's good to see that the Madoffs can ascend after their adventures to, like, you know, real afterlife management positions.
Yeah,
I'm all about
beautiful.
this stork, but it's up to you guys. Who wins this battle? Is it Skox, maybe Chax, or Gamore?
So
jeez.
I am really drawn to the half-assedness of changing a vowel on Gamora.
That's good too. Just a lady on a camel.
I'll go with the camel.
Yeah, if he really had a horse voice, I might have gone with Skux or Chucks. But yeah, if it's just like RFK Jr., absolutely not. We're going
It's
to go
just
with
RFK
Jr.
Jr.
It's not that I don't think Skux will achieve things. I think he will do them 12,000 years after I ask for them. Mm-hmm. And
fuck
it
this
doesn't
guy.
help. Yeah, it doesn't help me if my book is like, I don't know, a cave painting that gets famous 12,000 years later. I will be dead. I will be dust.
Whereas Gamori doesn't give you anything, but you get it right now.
Exactly.
You get some references right now. Round 1 champion. Got a round 1 champion. Sean, let's have you go first this time.
All right, we'll go with Scottie Pippen's number 33.
33.
Famous cryptomaniac Scottie Pippen.
History is getting really fun. getting really wacky.
You have chosen Balin. Balin, great and terrible king in the underworld. He sometimes has 3 heads. That of a bull, that of a man, that of a ram. Join this with a snake tail and eyes that throw out flame. All right.
I got to pause you right here. This guy's got a Star Wars name, but he's also a Minotaur and a Ram Man. I think this might be the nerdiest guy that's ever been.
And he shoots fire out of his eyes.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's more death metal than nerdy, but I'll take it. It goes both ways. There's a lot of crossover in those two hobbies.
Yeah, he's got a real Demogorgon thing going. I'm kind of into it. But I'm also a terminal nerd, so I can see how that happened.
But mostly he shows himself horned and naked riding on a bear.
Okay. Okay, so he fucks. I love this. This is the best demon.
He can be like a super nerd's Trapper Keeper folder cover. But most of the time, he's just naked on a bear, baby.
So I've established my canon rules here. The naked is a good sign because it means he is not all murder.
Yeah.
And I am definitely feeling that aspect. The bear sounds fun, some utility.
I bet the bear has a cock too. That's 2 cocks involved in this, so double the safety.
Double the safety, yep. Like other horrors, but definitely double the safety. So it's looking good for Balin so far.
Actually 3. He carries a hawk on his fist.
Oh, shit, he's got a hawk.
He's got a hawk.
Oh, good. I'm glad that the king's forests are safe.
Oh, but his voice is also hoarse. His voice
God
is
damn
hoarse.
it. I'll take it.
However, this is good for a showdown. He advises on the past, the present, and the future.
Okay, so one demon expounds on the past, present, future. The other one takes in data.
And this one gives advice on the past. You know what you should have done? This guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Here's what you should have done, guys. What do you think, Hawk? Caw!
Advice on the present, pretty good. Advice on the future, great. Advice on the past, not super helpful, buddy. I want more than that out of a demon. Like, if I sell my soul and he's just like, I'll tell you what, you really should have invested in Apple back in, like, 2006. It was primed. He advises on the past, the present, and the future. This demon, who was once of the Order of Dominions, now commands 40 legions of hell. That's more than Gamori.
Yeah, that's pretty
More
good.
than Gamori.
That is good inflation. That is, the demon economics are on his side, and, you know, the good thing is that if he's the wrong pick, we can invade another demon and just sort of press gang them into our service.
He teaches cunning, finesse, and a convenient way to see without being seen.
Okay. Is it hiding?
He won't say. I like the implication that there's a really inconvenient invisibility spell. Like, you gotta have your thumb up your ass the whole time. I'm gonna teach you the way where you don't have to do that.
You've got to kiss the bullhead for 8 minutes. It's the only way to get the potion to work. Nobody likes it.
I think what sells the cunning to me is that he said it twice as two different features, but it's one thing, like cunning and finesse. So there is some cunning to him. It is real.
And a new convenient way to see without being seen. All right, this is just a progressive knockout tournament. So it's Balin versus Gamori. Who are you gonna keep?
Oh, no question. We're keeping Balin. Or my vote is Balin.
Balin whips ass.
Balin does have a lot of heads. Gamori is naked on a camel, which feels like some kind of HR thing is coming through, but I guess they're both naked.
No, Balin's naked on the bear. Gamori's fully clothed on that camel, if that sways your vote.
Okay.
When they meet Balin and say, hey, Gamori, you know what you should have done is gotten 40 legions. If you want my advice on the past.
Fucking shut up, Balin. Oh my god.
Let's see. I think I'm going to go with his raw 40,000 legions. I may go on a legion-based hierarchy here. I'm going to be honest. My plan for this book is really to invade the world of man. Like, it's just going to be mandatory reading in Demon World.
You know what? You could just command all the legions to buy your book, and then you're set.
There we go.
Like a Republican senator.
Yeah, like the 40 legions. I think that's, I don't know, like 50 books?
Yeah, I'm thinking Mike Lee's running a good 10K.
I don't know how many a legion is, like 1.5 guys? I don't know.
Sounds accurate. I'm gonna put it down as a fact. I'm gonna go with Balin. Novelty, more guys.
Okay. Balin, Dennard, you're up next to pick a demon. 6 to 139.
Ooh, 6 to 139. I'm ready for demon number 7, personally.
Demon number 7. Early days. Perhaps they'll be good demons?
I'm ready for it.
Early in the book?
Some quality demonology.
You have chosen Abagor. Demon of a higher order. Already a fancy demon. Grand Duke in the Infernal Monarchy. 60 legions are marching under his command.
Damn.
Moving up in the world with them legions.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm liking this inflation.
He shows himself under the figure of a handsome rider carrying a spear, a standard, or maybe a scepter. We're not fully sure. He skillfully responds to everything about the secrets of war. He knows the future and teaches leaders the means to be loved by their soldiers.
Oh, we have a real backseat driver here. Like, the entire time you're invading the world of man, he's gonna say, no, you gotta go for China first. You cannot hold land in Russia. It's just not gonna work out.
Your soldiers love it when you do lots of pizza breaks. Just take it easy today, have a pizza break.
All right, but I need more Secrets of War and less Taco Tuesday. I think the morale is great, but we're getting
Here's
our
the
ass
secret
kicked.
war. You should have got more legions. I tell that to everybody.
Oh, man, if you have him and Balin there at the same, they're just gonna go fucking nuts before you even reach South America. Like, you're just...
It would be like having both of your parents in the car with you. Just
Except one of them has 3 heads.
a collective total of 100 legions.
100 legions, hey, yeah, together. They're just gonna be asking, like, hey, why aren't you digging trenches? Like, trenches were all the rave when I was invading the world, and you haven't done, like, one. What's up?
All right, what are we thinking? Do we like Abagor or Balin?
I think I still like Balin.
Balin's your boy.
Abagor seems okay. I could maybe get talked into Abagor.
I am going on a raw legion-based perspective here, and I am ready to deal with a new breed of nagging from Abagor.
I will go along with Abigor if we all agree that he got the name because of his intense love of the Swedish pop group ABBA.
He's a handsome man on a horse.
Let's take a chance on Abigor.
Take a chance.
We'll do this. If you choose whether or not to keep that demon. It's Dennard's choice, so he's taking Abigor. Next time, Sean, you can boot his ass right out of there.
And if you change your mind, I'll be the first in line.
I don't know any more ABBA songs.
Can Abigor dance? Is Abigor a dancing queen? Is there any of that in the demon?
No, he's got maybe the hit song, Is This a Scepter, Spear, or Standard? Is that one of... Do you guys like that ABBA song?
You guys like that one, right? That sounds pretty ABBA.
No, that was the real McCoy. That's the real McCoy.
6 to 139.
69. The by far the funniest number. Haha.
And by far the funniest demon. You have chosen Fur.
Okay.
Fur the demon.
Finally, we get some furry content.
And you do. Count in the underworld. He is seen in the form of a deer with a flaming tail.
Okay, but not like a real deer, like a foam head for fucking in.
Yes, a deer sex helmet is what he has.
Deer sex helmet.
Do you know how much the internet has fucking tilted or poisoned my brain? Before I even remembered any of the fucking sex stuff with a deer head, I just thought mascot. Like, I just thought this is a Japanese branding thing. It is here to sell me goods.
I'm looking at him and he could be. You could be right.
Oh, okay. So maybe there is some perfume or something being sold to me. Like, I can't even see the semen anymore. Like, the sex thing is just like air. It's like vapor now.
You just see diarrhea medicine. You're like, I don't know if this guy's here for weird sex or diarrhea medicine, but I'm taking my chance on the medicine.
Fur also only says lies unless he's locked in a triangle. A lot of triangle-based demons.
Yeah.
He often takes the form of an angel. He also speaks in a horse voice.
Fuck yes. But this time, for real, it's a horse, right?
No, it's a gravelly voice.
God damn it.
And he maintains the union between husbands and wives.
Okay, so he's like an anti-divorce deer monster.
It is Fur the fidelity demon.
Power of a marriage counselor in the head of a deer.
So if you're really fighting, you're not getting along, and all of a sudden a deer shows up, and put him in a triangle and ask him how to save your marriage.
You know, that's cool. You know, the next time I'm just really neglecting someone, I can come to Fur and he'll say, "Have you tried listening for more than 30 seconds at a time?"
Then I throw that triangle, choke him out.
Well, I would love it if that was the triangle they're referring to.
You got to pull him into a choke.
And everyone, they will tell the truth if you choke them.
It's like, if you can beat this demon in the cage, it will totally work with you. Otherwise, you know, you're kind of dicked.
You know, one of the reasons my wife and I have such a strong marriage is we do get together and just beat the shit out of a guy in a deer costume every now and then.
It's a real bonding experience. Fur makes fall the thunderbolt, the lightning flash, and the thunder groan, but only in the places he has been ordered to do so.
It sounded like a Dolomite poem for a second.
It was a little Dolomite there.
I walk the land where the pussy roam. I fuck so good I make the thunder groan.
But only when I'm ordered to do so.
I do enjoy the demonic power of, like, keeping toxic couples together. I think that's a really good spin on demon work, because, you know, so there's so much about temptation, but it's not really... I'm glad we finally have a demon about people who just should not be together, like getting the Henry VIII kind of demons in here.
I think I'm leaning towards him, too. I like the deer head. I like the marriage counseling.
If this sways anything, remember, this is Sean's choice this time. Fur only responds to abstract things. He's an
that's
abstract
like a fun puzzle.
Marriage counseling deer demon. And 26 legions are under his command.
Oh, okay. So Dennard's out, I'm sure.
A lot of legions, but it's your choice. This guy or Abigor?
It's true, my values are out the window. You could go purely for this triangle choke-based marriage system we got here.
Choke that deer, baby.
I think it's fun, the idea of having to give him commands through abstract means. Like just telling him a haiku to try to like get him to steer his legions around.
Like just only Star Trek references.
Yeah.
The nice thing about that is no matter what you're trying to do, it's just like an I Dream of Genie kind of prompt. Like it's just going to come out weird and wrong.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be Orcoing all the time. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards fur. Also, I'm a raging furry. Everyone knows. Everyone in the community knows.
And all about fidelity.
Yes, of course. I just have sex with the one dog monster.
Yes, only the one. Different heads sometimes. Keep the spice in the marriage.
You gotta mix it up. Sure. That first thing fur will tell you is put a different head on your dog monster husband.
I guess in terms of like sex stuff, instead of like having like somebody who's like in, the chair in the corner, it's like a marriage having a jobber.
When you put it like that, I'm completely sold. Absolutely.
Like, this is the Brooklyn Brawler of our marriage.
Yeah. Get one of the local Tacoma wrestlers to come in and put on a deer head.
I think this is the most generous anybody has ever been to Fur the Fidelity Demon.
We're working with the talent we've got, That Fur has a vision. We're here to bring it to the people.
I have a question. Did you ever find out if he based any of these demons on like actual like witchcraft lore or anything like that, or is he just completely making this shit up for the whole book?
No, this is kind of one of those things where there's a public domain book out there, and he's just really sort of collecting it because it's from an actual book called the Dictionary Infernal. But then, of course, there are a bunch of different translations, and my theory is he chose the worst one for every single demon.
Because it does kind of point to some creativity to have these demons be so weird. So
no, that does not come from him.
Yeah, because he doesn't strike me as a creative guy, because we've read his dreams book, which is just like, saw my ex in a dream. She waved at me. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't even... There's nothing strange about his dreams. It's just like a Facebook grandpa.
I do think every time he's like, and this demon changes tires in hell. I think that's probably him, where he just keeps giving demons like really banal jobs.
She has the face of my high school crush. That's him.
Has to take heartburn medication every night. Dennard, 6 to 139.
6 to 139. I'm going to go for a straight repetitive run of 111. By the way, what I really like about your worst translation theory is that's really primed me to expect, like, and then there is Lucifang, the evening sun.
I'm willing to bet you could go find, like, a good translation of each of these demons and it'd be something awesome. Pickles. Pickles is your demon.
Pickles,
a demon revered by the former inhabitants of Prussia, who consecrated to him the head of a dead man and burned tallow in his honor. This demon was seen in the last days of important characters.
Oh shit, Pickles is all washed up. Pickles has not been doing shit about shit since gunpowder.
The last days of important characters. If he was not soothed, he would present himself a second time. And when he was given the trouble of appearing a third, one could no longer appease him, except by the shedding of human blood. So you could fuck with him the first 2 times he shows up.
Okay, so I need to think of like 2 really good pranks and then just ditch that road altogether before he wipes the country.
I guess 1, because you can't appease him on the 3rd time, except for by killing. But even then, it doesn't say killing, it says the shedding of human blood. So 2 real good pranks and then cut yourself a little bit for him.
I kind of like that he exists because it implies that if you die without seeing him, like, you weren't that important a character.
This chump hasn't even seen Pickles.
So Pickles is like a really snooty society demon. Like, it's writing Times columns about political fixers' marriage.
He is dressed so fancy. He's got a big feather in his cap. He's got the full Elizabethan collar. He's a really fancy lad.
This could be good for my publishing ventures here. Like, it's one that could say, like, this is the popular thing now. If you don't like it, there's something wrong with you.
Finally, when Pickles was happy, he could be heard laughing in his temple, for he had a temple.
Is that in the text? For he had a temple?
Yes.
Let me remind you the first half of this sentence. He does own his own temple.
When Pickles was happy, he was heard laughing in his temple, for he had a temple.
I should have mentioned it before I talked about the things.
I am now left to assume every other demon so far is homeless.
Pickles is just, guess who's got a temple, baby?
Yep. They're all bivouackers.
They all have like their little satchel that they carry on the rails from like country to country when they're haunting it.
Yep.
Maybe Pickles has a lot of legions. Maybe he doesn't. There's no mention of his legions, if that's your guiding system. So he could be the kind of guy that has a lot of legions and is just like really secure in that and doesn't feel the need to mention it. But he did mention that thing about his temple. So
yeah, he would have brought up the legions.
He might have like 3 legions.
How many legions fit in a temple? That's the question.
Let's see, I think we decided that Legion was 1.5 guys, so you can fit a lot of legions in a temple, I think.
Yeah, there's no real excuse for that. So, Pickles or Fur the Fidelity Demon?
Pickles is wealthy, and that does make him better than other demons.
That's true.
Yeah.
The Fidelity Demon does demand loyalty with its loyalty power, so I am slightly under sway of that. I think what tips me is that I now must be addicted to gambling after doing a gacha research for you guys, which, Pickles' mystery box legion here is
still there collecting exploding animals.
It would be so magical if it cost like $0.25. I would say it was the best game ever. At $1, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Gags aside, I'm actually kind of feeling Fur. I'm gonna stick with Fur.
Fur the Fidelity Demon.
I agree. He's got legions. He keeps your marriage together.
Not that fucking matters. Pickles is our new champion. Sean, 6 to 139.
139. Let's see how he ends the book.
Zabos, the great demon Zabos. They're just alphabetical, Sean.
Oh, they're okay. I was about to ask, is that a Z or an X? But yeah, then I figured, I get it. I get what's happening.
Zabos, great count of the underworld. He has the figure of a handsome soldier mounted on a crocodile.
Oh, crocodile centaur?
Crocotar? Hell yeah.
And a handsome crocotar.
Fur can fuck himself. I don't care what the rest of his powers are. This rules.
He's got a real curly beard, got a fancy helmet. His head is adorned with a ducal crown. He is sweet of character. That's the end of his entry. He's sweet of character. He's a nice guy.
He's got a dookie crown, great attitude.
He's a himbo. You found the himbo demon.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work to maintain your himbo energy in hell. Keep in mind, everyone is trying to ruin your fucking day there. And he's just sort of backhanding people, not really giving shit. He's still magic miking his way through hell.
That is a power move, to be real kind in hell, to be known for your kindness.
Yeah, they really hate you for that.
Plus, he's a fucking crocodile. He's a handsome crocotaur.
I'm sold. Like I said, nothing about his positive attitude changed my attitude about him.
Zabos or Fur the Fidelity Demon? You going with Zabos?
You know what Zabos' tone is like? It's like when you read the old Luke Cage origin story and he's fucking rhyming in this maximum security prison. It's like, how secure in your rank in this prison are you that you are just making couplets?
He does have that lower half of a crocodile. So you don't want to mess with them too much.
They're a naturally rhyming animal, the crocodiles.
I think that's the rules in prison. It's the first day you go up to the guy with the biggest crocodile for a lower half and then you punch him.
Oh, I always thought you'd say you'd go up and do some roadblock rhymes, some Dolomite rhymes.
Challenge him to a rap battle. Yeah. Zabos is our current champion. Dennard, 6 to 139.
6 to 139. I'm gonna go for flat 100 on this one. That's my instinct.
Flat 100. Good choice. This will surely unseat the crocodile centaur handsome himbo of hell. Nain Lauren, the Elf King.
I love the sweet smell of failure in the morning.
This one's even written a little different. It is the king of small elves, kobolds, and other dwarf spirits. Kobold, spirit of the class of the elves. It is a strange little dwarf of stunted form with motley clothes, a red bonnet on his head. Honored by valets, the servants, and the cooks of Germany. He makes them good offices.
This little bitch is the boss of your very first D&D adventure. He's at the back of the level 1 cave.
Yeah, your paladin might chuck the Office Max demon here through the window.
This is not a boss character. This is the joke before the boss character. You kill him, and then the real boss comes out. And you're like, okay, that scans. He makes them good offices. He curry combs their horses. He washes the house, keeps the kitchen in good order, and watches over everything so that we don't need to think about neglecting it.
If he doesn't cobble my shoes, then he can get the fuck out of here.
It does not say he cobbles your shoes, but this is just like a maid service demon. He serves the servants. So if you don't feel like doing your job as a maid, get named Lauren the Elf King.
It seems like some German artisans kicked the shit out of this demon and just sort of kept it in like a service capacity and retired.
I was once a king of the gremlins and kobolds. Now I wash their toilets.
Were you? No. King's my last name.
How long would we have him in our service before Abigor just kicked in the door and just took the entire layer of the abyss?
He did have 60 legions. 60 legions starting to look pretty good. But we've wronged him. We've wronged Abigor. We have Zabos or Nate Lauren, the elf butler.
I'm gonna have to go with our Himbo Crocodile King here. There's
Really? Really?
I am sorry to disappoint the elf fans of the world, but my Crocotar fic has its star, and I can't turn away from my boy Zabos.
All right, Sean. 6 to 139.
75.
Habarim, fire demon, also called Aim. Those are real different names.
Yeah. I think maybe like there's probably a copyright issue. Like it's the same name as a toothpaste or something. Like I used to have the coolest name, and then some fucking toothpaste company came in.
Let's be real.
trademarked
It's a diarrhea medicine.
It's a diarrhea medicine game.
Habarim.
Aim. They're both really good names for diarrhea medicine.
Aim, yeah. It doesn't fix it. It just really concentrates the stream.
It concentrates the stream, and hey, one syllable diarrhea medicine names are good because that's an urgent thing. You don't have time for that second and third syllable at the desk. You're just aim.
You got any
now.
Haber? Oh, too late. He bears the title of Duke in the underworld. He rides on a viper. He has 3 heads. One a snake, the other a man, and the third a cat. I'm looking at the picture. Not like a lion, like a house cat.
Like a little kitty cat?
Like a little kitty
God, that'd
cat.
be a terrifying battle. Oh, can you imagine if you had a snake and a cat for your other heads? All day long, you'd be getting messed with.
He rides on a snake. It in the picture, it's not a big snake. It's an ordinary sized snake, so it looks like
Is he like surfing on it?
no,
Like a wheelie shoe?
no. He's got his whole dick and balls on it.
I'm interested in this snake riding snake, like the recursive
Yeah, he's
snake.
a snake riding. He's a snake riding snake with a
That
cat. head.
snakehead's always going to take the mount's side in an argument.
Yeah, you're already outvoted. The cat's. You can't trust the cat. Can't count on that cat.
The human head is getting really resentful.
The human head does have a really terrible mustache and goatee and really, really greasy hair. Like it just.
Yeah.
It looks like a guy that would call himself a wizard. It says he carries a lighted torch in his hand.
Great.
Oh, so we have like the LARP sexual harassment guy head.
You summon him when there's a dispute.
You've seen those terrible videos where like people will scare their cats with a cucumber because cats are like really stupid and they think that's a snake. Like, that's just like a cucumber. Imagine what a cat head would do if there was just a snake next to him all day.
Just constantly hissing and screaming.
Constantly hissing, screaming, and jumping.
He also commands 26 legions.
Okay,
Popular
so
number.
good.
26.
Does he delegate commands to the other heads? Like, do some of the legions work for the cat?
I gotta imagine, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
He probably gets most of the legions, but I would, if I had a crew, I would throw like a courtesy legion to the snake mount. Like, you got a legion, you're part of it, you know, you've got stock in the company.
I don't know, with these cat-snake interactions, I really think there might be 3 sets of orders coming through.
So, what do we think about Habarim, possibly Aim, the snake riding snake? Is he gonna beat Zabos, the himbo crocosaur?
I think every demon in this book sucks except for Zabos, who is completely awesome. Like,
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. A demon is Zabos. Like, I've read this book. He's pretty good. He's right
Yeah.
up there. He's like there's like 3 demons that are cool.
is he like the winner? Was that the finals of the Kumate?
Sure. We're not going to beat Zabos, man. We found a really good demon. I'd
I
say
wouldn't mind
we
trying
commit.
another one. But yeah, I agree. Like, it's over. The second we got Crocodile Centaur, it was over.
Now that we have our champion, we must bind him.
Oh man, all of these murders, I'm so ready to apply all this human blood. It is just sitting here rotting. This is like spring cleaning for me.
Good, you're prepared. Okay.
I am covered in the fluids of nuns. I should be protected from any blowback.
This is a multi-person spell. I'm gonna need your like audience participation for parts of it. I'll tell you. what to do and when. Just remember, this spell is guaranteed to work, and it is from the world's most prolific wizard, a man so vile he was banned from Amazon.com. I did not make up this book. I did not make up a word of this spell. This is real, dangerous magic. I should mention he was banned from Amazon.com because he tried to replace all 700 of his book covers with his own glamour shots, and it triggered the spam algorithm. But still, this is powerful magic.
So this is an S-Rob book?
This is an S-Rob spell.
Hell yes.
Now, it says here we have to follow these instructions to the letter, or our souls will be forfeit. So I'm going to open the spell.
Am I supposed to still have my soul? Is that like supposed to be a thing? Because
In an ideal world, you would, but
I've had a crocodile lower body this whole time. I hope that helps.
Do you have like a PlayStation? Like a PlayStation's pretty good.
I do have a PlayStation. I've got a PS3 and a 4 in
That's
here.
like equivalent value to a soul. The 5.
You gotta have the 5 Pro? Shit.
Janus, powerful Roman god, you with 2 faces. One with always gazes at the future. I'm reading this verbatim. It's very important for our souls. One with always gazes at the future, and the other the past. Janus, you control the doorways. We ask that you open the doorway that leads to Zabos. Janus, open the doorway. Open it right here and right now. Janus opens the doorway. It is wide open. Zabos, you can grant great literary success as you pass into our realm, and we ask that you come through the doorway and be here with us. Zabos comes through the doorway and is here with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Audience participation. Sean, you're going to play the role of the penetrator.
Done.
And as the penetrator, you repeat after me.
I have been fucking Zabos this whole time.
Zabos, we ask that you help us overcome all difficulties.
Zabos, I am the penetrator. We ask that you help us overcome these difficulties.
All of our problems and obstacles.
All of our problems and obstacles, whether they're involving penetration or not. Sorry, I'm just doing a little ad-lib. The penetrator doesn't play by rules, baby.
And so we offer you this arse.
And so we offer you this art. Wait, no. The penetrator is a top.
Just, you finished the line. You're good. All right, Dennard.
Yep.
You're the penetrated. All right, so repeat after me as the penetrated.
All right, cool. Power bottom sunny style, got it.
This wonderful arse.
This wonderful arse.
Good. That's it for you. Sean, the penetrator
Wonder
again.
Woman will be my bride. I will power bottom Wonder Woman until the superpowers team has disbanded in shame.
God, these souls are so forfeit. They're so forfeit right now. Sean, repeat after me. This arse.
This arse.
All right, and now you slap. Now you slap the penetrated
You do a little
arse.
slap?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do I have your consent, Dennard?
Give him a little slap.
Half of it. Oh, yes.
I always like to ask permission before. Okay, let's do this. This is so much more erotically charged than I thought it'd be, but I love it.
It's a twist. It's a twist.
Little slap.
Little slap, and now the penetrator and penetrated together repeat after me one last time. This is what we offer you.
This is what we offer you.
Uh-huh. And now you have anal sex.
Oh.
No mouth stuff.
What was the rest of that then?
Only anal.
What was the rest?
So are you done?
I mean, like 15 minutes here.
All right, we'll just cut.
Were we
We'll
like
cut
cleaning
all
out a
the
pumpkin
bile.
before that? What were we doing? If that first part wasn't anal sex, what was it?
So once you're finished having anal sex, together the both of you say, "This is what we have given to you."
This is what we have given to you.
Anal sex. We have given him anal sex.
It's a beautiful gift.
It's a beautiful gift. And I will close it out by saying, Zabos agrees to help, satisfied with his anal sex, and departs back through the doorway. Janus, powerful Roman god, you with 2 faces, one with always gazes at the future and the other the past. Janus, you control the doorways. We ask that you shut the doorway. Shut the doorway. Shut it right here. Shut it right now.
It seems that Jadis really wanted me to open my fucking doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Good
asking
God.
that you shut it. He's got that post-nut clarity, and he's a little like, ooh. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And that's it. You've got literary success now. This is how you start a career as a successful author. Best of luck.
I would like to thank both of you for this riotous, demon-controlling anal sex. I would like to thank Zabos for I can only assume is an eternity of anal sacrifice to keep this literary success going. And yeah, like everyone in Hollywood, it is wide open for more success. So thank you very much.
A nice, safe, mainstream appearance for all to promote Dennard's new book, How to Dodge a Cannonball, everybody.
Yeah, congratulations. Absolutely. And I hope for your sake that your manager and your agent and your publisher do not hear this podcast.
Uh-huh.
This would definitely be at least the third strangest thing they have heard me say, and they would be...
Well, let's close this customarily by all giving thanks for anal sex with the devil. Thank you.
Thank you, Devil.
Thanks, Devil, for the anal sex.
Einstein, Hunter, Frankfurt.